Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to crack the code of the Panchang, the ancient Hindu almanac. And let me tell you, this is so much more than just a calendar. It's like a daily message from the universe, and once you learn its language, well, it changes how you see every single day. All right, let's just jump right in with this really powerful idea from our source material. This quote says it all, doesn't it? We're not just talking about picking a good day for a wedding here. This is about the fundamental idea that the planets, the very cosmos itself, is constantly talking to us. And the Panchang, that's our translator. Okay, so here's how we're going to break this all down. First, we'll get our heads around this big idea of a divine astrological language. Then we'll dive into what the Panchang actually is, its 5 core parts. From there, we'll explore the cosmic dance between the moon and the planets, uncover the stars of karma, and see how it all comes together each day. And we'll wrap up with some super simple, powerful actions you can start doing tomorrow. Let's get into it. So, I want you to imagine that the universe is constantly broadcasting a unique energy signature, and that broadcast changes every single day. The Panchang is basically our daily weather report for that cosmic energy. It's the blueprint that applies to you, to me, to everyone, right here, right now. Now, what does that word Panchang actually mean? Well, it's actually super straightforward when you break it down. Panch literally means 5, and Ang means limbs. So the Panchang is the 5 limbs of time, 5 core pieces that come together to define the unique quality of any given day. So let's meet the 5 limbs. First, we have the Tithi, which is the lunar day. Then the Var, that's the weekday, Monday, Tuesday, and so on. Then there's the Nakshatra, the specific star cluster the moon is hanging out in. After that, we have the Yoga and the Karna, which add even more detail and nuance. Each one of these gives us a totally unique piece of the day's energetic puzzle. All right, let's really dig into the first one, because it's a biggie, the Tithi. You see, a Tithi isn't just a number, like the first day of the moon or the 10th. No, each one is the result of a specific planetary cause, which then creates a very particular energetic effect for us down here. It's all about cause and effect. And this is where it gets really cool. All of the different Tithis are actually grouped into just 5 types. As you can see here, the Nanda Tithis are caused by Venus, Bhadra by Mercury, Jaya by Mars, and so on. So you've got these 5 planets that are basically the directors, the ones creating the fundamental energy of that lunar day.
So this is the key takeaway, right? You've got 2 teams of planets. You have the cause planets, Venus, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, and Jupiter. They're the ones setting the energetic stage. But who are the main actors? Who actually feels and experiences that energy? The sun and the moon. They are the receivers. It's this beautiful, elegant system of cosmic give and take.
Now let's go a little deeper. There's this fascinating concept called Dugda Rashi, which basically means a burnt sign. The idea is that on certain Tithis, specific zodiac signs kind of lose their worldly power. So, for example, on the Shashti Tithi, Aries and Leo are considered burnt. This might mean that pushing for material success in those areas is a bit of an uphill battle. But, and this is a big but, it creates this amazing opening for spiritual growth.
So that's the big question, isn't it? Does burnt just mean bad news? Is it just a total roadblock for that day? Well, as with all things in astrology, it's never that simple. There are always these incredible exceptions to the rule.
And this is one of them, and it's a real mind-bender. Check this out. If you have a retrograde planet, one that appears to be moving backward, transiting through one of these burnt signs, it doesn't just cancel out the negative effect. It can completely flip it, turning it into something called a Raj Yoga, which is a combination for massive success and power. So Ketu, which is always retrograde, moving through Leo on a burnt day, it totally transforms the energy. Amazing, right? All right, so let's shift gears and talk about the next piece of the puzzle, the nakshatras. These are the 27 star constellations that the moon travels through. And these are deeply, deeply connected to our karma. They help us understand the why behind what happens in our lives. It's like each nakshatra has its own personality, its own special job. You get these incredibly evocative keywords for them. Audra can mean tears, but in a cleansing, stormy way. Ashwini is all about rapid healing. Bharani is about transformation that you might be forced into, while Revati points to finally reaching the end of a long journey. It's a whole vocabulary of our karmic story. Now here's a really deep piece of wisdom from our source. Every zodiac sign is made up of about 3 of these nakshatras. The one that falls right in the middle of that sign, that one represents the most potent, the most unavoidable karma connected to that area of life. It's like the absolute karmic heart of that sign.
Okay, so when you put it all together, you take the what of the Tithi, you add the deep karmic why from the nakshatra, and then you layer on the var, the yoga, and the karana. Suddenly, you have this incredibly rich, multi-layered picture of the day's unique energetic signature. And if you remember nothing else, remember this amazing little formula. It makes it all so clear. The Tithi tells you what the theme of the day is. The var, the weekday, tells you how that theme is likely to play out. And the nakshatra, that tells you the deep karmic why behind it all. What, how, and why. Simple, but so powerful. Okay, so now for the best part. What can we actually do about all this? This isn't just theory. The source gives us these incredibly simple remedies to help us get in sync with the day's energy and just smooth things out, especially when dealing with something called Vardosh, or the challenges of a particular weekday.
And you're gonna love how simple these are, seriously. On a Monday, before you head out, just look at yourself in a mirror. That's it. On a Tuesday, have a tiny piece of jaggery. On a Saturday, a little bit of ginger. These aren't superstitions. They're ancient practices designed to align your personal energy field with the dominant energy of the day, helping everything to just flow a little better. And if you want to take it to the next level, you can even do remedies based on the planets. Feeling the heavy energy of Saturn or Mars? Go serve some animals. Want to connect with the positive vibes of Jupiter and Venus? Serve other people, through charity or teaching. Even feeding birds or ants can help balance out specific planetary energies. It's all about conscious action. And I know what you might be thinking. That sounds too simple to work. But listen, our source really emphasizes this point. Don't let the simplicity fool you. These are considered very good, very serious, and very effective remedies for our overall well-being. Sometimes the most powerful things are the simplest. So, here's where we land. The Panchang is proof that the universe is talking to us every single day, offering us a unique roadmap. The message is always there. So the only real question left is, how are you going to listen? What one small action will you take tomorrow to start tuning in?